Greetings! It is I, Foolish. Maybe I'll have to speed up this video in post because sloths move very, very slow. Here we are again. I had such a heavy week that I feel like maybe we'll do another surprise Morgan. A surprise Morganing. I don't even want to ask any questions, honestly. I am, as you can tell by my little hat, I am 4 of Swords in it. And you know, that's my favorite thing to do. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, people with their emotions. And, you know, right? I mean, we all know. We all know. Either try to get people's sympathy because they're not getting their way, or trying to scare people into compliance because they're not getting their way. Listen, man, we've all been there. And if you haven't been there, you'll be there at some point. The trick is recognizing. You know what I'm saying? Recognizing when you're there. I don't even really want to use any cards that have people in it. That's how peopled out I am right now. But you know, it's cool. It's Morgan. You know, she's on our team. She's gonna keep it authentic. She knows her truth, right? Maybe she can help us to get to ours. It's just, dude, come on, man. Like, oh, I'm too fat for a roller coaster. Roller coasters. And meanwhile, like, the actual, like, issue, completely unaddressed. Totally unaddressed. It's fine. That's cool, man. You know, sometimes there's a time to be a participant, but I've found in recent years that it's way better to be an observer and just not participate at all. A wise man once told me, he said, hey man, like, just because you get an invite to the party doesn't mean you have to go. For sure. That is for sure. Morgan, we're gonna let you speak your truth. Just whatever you want to say. I don't care if it's reverse, upright. It don't matter. Okay. Well, shit. Oh, we've seen this before. Oh, man. Maybe if we could get one more, honey. Thanks for being here. I mean, I know it's not a crown I'm wearing, but it sure does feel like one after a rough week. I feel very comforted. I feel, okay. Those are, all right. Let's just, damn. All right. Okay. All right. Oh my God. So we have 7 of Swords reversed, Emperor reversed, Chariot reversed, 4 of Wands reversed, and 10 of Cups. Alrighty, that's okay then. I think what exhausts me so much, I've been trying to really think about this. The reason why I find people so exhausting most of the time is patience and compassion require a lot of energy. They do. Even if you've been doing it for a long time, you're always going to find, well, it's like lifting weights, you know? You started out with maybe just the bar for the bench press, right? And then a year later, you know, you're pressing 120. You learn proper form. So you made rookie gains, is what we call it. So you popped up to 85, 90, you know, just because you learn how to do it properly, right? Then you jumped to, you know, 120 over the next, let's say, 9 months, which is, you know, that's not bad. That's nice, steady, consistent progress, right? But then as you plateau, that 130, the 140 just seems like it'll never happen. So you're still using the same amount of energy to get there as you did to get from 45 to 125. Does that make sense? I feel like that. I feel like because I have a code of conduct that I refuse to break for any reason, it would have to be such an extreme, like, it would require something catastrophic. And I do mean catastrophic. I don't mean I didn't get my own way or that somebody made me look bad, okay? Someone did damage to my image, this carefully crafted image that I present to the world. I just, when people basically they're throwing temper tantrums, and I'm talking about like full-on adults, nobody is immune to that behavior. Like, people think it's just children that do it. I think that's a lifetime challenge to contain that and rein it in. Do you know? Being around it, when you do work so hard to contain it, you can get a lot of leveling up. You can use it as a way to increase your own skill level, as it were. Kind of like watching other people. Perfect analogy is, you know, a lot of people watch those gym fails where people make like the worst mistakes. The worst, right? Some of them are so ridiculous you would never ever do that. Like, try to do deadlifts while you're standing on like a Bosu bowl or something ridiculous. Like, that's so ridiculous you wouldn't even, right? But then you see the guy that maybe uses improper form so that he can lift more weight just that one time, just for the Instagram, like he's at a meet or something. And you notice that you also sometimes do that because you're so desperate to lift a certain amount because you're tired of the plateau you've been on. Right? Those are the gym fails that people don't share those very often. They like to share the ones where it's like so ridiculous, like few people would even attempt to do what those people are doing, but the ones that hit a little closer to home, you know what I'm saying? Those don't get shared as much. It's interesting, right? Anyway, people that don't get their way and then they feel like something made them look bad or whatever. It's like, dude, like, just handle the issue. Just handle the issue. Just handle it. Just handle it. Even by saying, hey, you know what? I'm not doing shit about it. Just do that. than this other like whole like sideshow going on. And then plus like some people are just like I don't know who they think they're intimidating, okay, but like maybe in like a genteel environment, right, where people are civilized and people maybe do have a code of conduct. Trying to intimidate people, like me, for example, I'm like, dude, you've never even been in a bar fight, I'm willing to guess. You know? Like, you're speaking a language that you know nothing of. All right? Intimidation, you might be working with someone that came from a broken home. And believe me, we know what that looks like. And all you're looking like right now is a bitch ass, right? It's like, man, I can't even take this seriously because I don't even take you seriously. I can't. You take yourself way too seriously. And I'm not going to, because of that, I'm not going to take you seriously at all. Ridiculous. I don't know who you're, like, you're not intimidating me, buddy. I run headlong into an I hate God mosh pit. And I've survived like 7 of them. And those are the worst ones I've ever seen after the hundreds of bands that I've gone to see. I don't know who you think you're talking to, buddy, but you better just take it down a notch. Because now you're just making yourself look like an a-hole. That's what War Chief had to say about it. My compassion and patience side, which honestly, they lifted so much weight this week. The camp counselor was in a powerlifting meet this week. Pulled a hammy with all the lifting. I mean, it was ridiculous. But you know what? My patience and compassion will be the stronger for it, more resilient, right? Be able to apply it more often in more different situations than we had before, right? But I'm still going to say, like, listen, if you're trying to intimidate people, just give it a rest. You're in a suit. Like, you're wearing a tie. Just stop it. Just stop. Just stop. Stop. Just stop it. Have you ever just wanted to, like, go up to somebody and just be like, dude, stop. 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 Like, if you want to drive yourself nutty, that's cool. But why does that got to be the rest of our problem? It doesn't. And that's why we have patience and compassion. To keep us out of that maelstrom, right? We don't have to attend the sideshow. We don't even have to try to shoot at any of the ducks or try to get that ball in that jar or whatever happens at a thingy. Are we going to get to the read-in, Morgan? Yeah, we will. We're slow to get there. I'm wearing my sloth hat. Like, what do you want? Right? Take your time. Slow down. Be more patient and compassionate, Morgan. All right. All right, back to business. We seriously got to get to business now. And stop trying to intimidate me with your judgmental gaze. No. My gaze aren't judgmental. All right, anyway. Yeah. 7 of Swords. Upright, it's not so great either. It's my halfway crook card. Dishonesty, deception, sneaky, out of pocket. You're out of pocket, buddy. Because he could have probably gotten the other 2 in there, but like he didn't even stick around to try to figure that out. He's just like, you know what? I'll take these 7. I'll just leave these 2 by just to piss him off, I guess. Just to show him who's boss, right? Theft, plagiarism, stolen ideas, getting away with something or trying to, cheating, running away, sneaking off, going behind someone's back, phony loyalty or disloyal. Yeah, that's the other thing. People who, and this has been all of us, or it will be, perfectly human experience, okay? People who cannot wrangle themselves, you can't count on them for nothing. They're sometimey AF, okay? No loyalty, no consistency, because they're going to do whatever makes them feel good. You can't count on them for nothing. You can't count on them to respond in a crisis. You can't, like, everything is about their mood and what they want and their preferences, right? I think the key, one of the major keys to happiness is just lose your preference. Just lose them. Or at least take the weight out of them. You know what I mean? Like, here's what I'd like to happen, but you know what? If it doesn't happen, I can handle it. I can handle it. Because you can. You can. And for the record, I'm not throwing stones because I've been that person numerous times with the sideshow and the neglected addressing the actual issue. Millions of times. I'm not throwing stones. But I do know what it is when I see it. Why? Because I've been there. And I have compassion for myself about it. And I have compassion for them too. It's a hard way to go. It's probably the hardest way you can go through a life is to expect the world to give you what you want. That is a hard way to go. Oh my God, the suffering. The suffering. And that's why I don't add anything on top of it. I don't get in their face. I don't walk up to them and go, just stop. They got to work through it in their own time, okay? My only job is to jump in the barrel and wait for the clown. That's it. That's my only job. All right? Stay out of the fray. And even that taught me something. I learned new things this week. And I'm very impressed with my ability to just detach. I've leveled up in detachment as well. The Emperor. Upright. The authority and power. Responsible. In charge. Father figure. Respected leadership. Stability. Good foundation and structure. Establishing or enforcing the rules. Maintaining order, right? Reversed is this. Domination or oppression. Rigid regulation. Strict and flexible. Weak or damaged foundation. Bad government or management. Irresponsible or weak leadership. Did this come up when I was talking about if you can't even lead yourself, you definitely ain't going to be able to lead anyone else? I feel like that may have coincided slightly. Here's another reverse card. And you know what? I'm going to look up. I feel like I've gotten these before. Upright would have been exciting. Oh, all the good stuff, right? Individual drive and ambition. Force of will. Ego. Willpower. Reaching your goals through self-discipline, self-assertion, and focused determination. Good stuff. Good, right? Stuff that can work for us, right? In control of your surroundings. Reining in opposing forces. Ooh, yucky. Losing control or confidence. Too rigid with control. Progress stalled. Need to reassess. Wanting to give up. Oops. Whoopsie. Well, that took a turn, didn't it? I mean, we were on such a winning streak here with these 4 cards. All right. Oh, my laws. Upright, it would have been this. Reaching a milestone. Acknowledge and celebrate what has been achieved so far before the next phase begins. A solid foundation has been laid for future growth and prosperity. Goody, right? Feeling happy and secure about the present and confident about the future. Whoopsie. Reversed is shaky foundation, instability on shaky ground. Something amiss at a party, underlying tension. Wow. All right, Morgan. Now, this was just a surprise, Morgan, right? Let this woman have her Saturday. Let her wear the sloth hat. You know, just let her say what she wants to say. But that's cool, because guess what? The weekend's here. And now what? Emotionally fulfilled, happy. An environment of love, affection, support, encouragement, warmth, comfort, and contentment. Like my hat. It's furry and warm. Emotional balance and security. General happiness and well-being. Good family relationships. Strong, reliable family ties. Mr. Foolish is here. Neither one of us are leaving the house. And that's exactly what needs to happen after a week like this. I've got my sloth hats. Should we read these two as well? Uh-oh. Relevant. Now, remember, we have our, I don't want to say we have our happy ending, but maybe. Wheel of Fortune reversed is unlucky streak, going against the flow, raging against fate, or the situation you have no control over. Right? These are just side notes. These were Morgan going, also, P.S. And then the Six of Wands reversed, so let's just see what tasty tidbits that has for us. Yeah. Failed attempt at success, negative feedback, bad reviews. Seeking approval, motivated by wanting praise. Well, that's always a mistake. Adulation, fame, I don't care. You know what I want? I just want peace and quiet. That's it. I don't need anybody to kiss my ass or recognize me for what I did or did not do. Just having people out of my face is its own reward. And honestly, if they're doing it because they're pissed at me, that's even better. That means it'll last a while. Getting no recognition for an accomplishment. I don't care about that. It's irrelevant. A lot of people are driven by that, but I mean, it's, you know, it's okay. Like at meets, at powerlifting meets, there would be, you know, if there was some kind of a scuffle or something, like maybe I missed the lift, or maybe just because I was the only super heavyweight female competing that day, and they assumed that because I looked horrific in my singlet, that I felt any sort of self-consciousness or shame about it, which I didn't. A singlet is probably the worst thing you could wear in public. I got a bright colored one so that you couldn't miss it. My coach was like, man, you can track you from space. Like, NORAD is tracking your fat ass right now. Hilarious. God, we were doubled over. We were laughing. I almost missed my turn. We were having the best time, okay? I like to just let everybody see it way ahead. Like, I don't cover up. I don't cover up, man. I'm just like, we're all going to process this right now. Like, I take a couple laps. I'm walking around. Completely shit givens, man. I do not care. I'm just like, hey, man, everybody just get used to this. This will be featured on that powerlifting platform later. Take it all in. Take it in, right? Take it all in. Oh, my God. We had the best time with that. I'm just like, pow, you know, I would just be like, behold, man, hilarious, right? And it's, I don't even know how we got on that, but like, what, when you do stuff like that, all the like little side shows and stuff, it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't. I'm definitely exhausted by it all, but that's because my patience and my compassion basically competed at a powerlifting meet this week. And I'm pretty sure they're wearing a brightly colored singlet. All right? Well, thank you for joining me, and I will see you at another time.